when you give those personas, right? So there are technical people, there are ethical people, there are functional people, and the end users and all those, right? So do you think that if in an organization, right, apart from the technical people who are proper engineers, coders, and everyone, the functional people, the functionalities are there, right? There are other teams who depends on these technical people, right? Do you think if an organization decide to upskill the functional people with white coding or no code or low code courses, do you think that would help help the organization in the Gen AI era?
Yes, and that does seem to be a somewhat fundamental shift, at least in the coding space, where non-developers are able to create simple functional prototypes
Hmm.
and often full functioning uh, tools,
Mm-hmm.
on a few occasions larger applications as well. This is actually revolutionary in many ways.
Right.
Few that I can think of are, let's take Strive as an organization.
Correct.
We opened up a portal where people can prompt, it builds an app, and it deploys it. In a space of 2 months, people had created something like 1,000 apps,
Right.
many of which were used dozens of times, in a couple of cases, hundreds of times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Some simple tools like format an academic paper citation in a specific way, no matter how the input is given. They built an app for that, ran it themselves. Another way was where the domain experts were using became the people that were developing the applications
Mm-hmm.
specifically by changing the prompts. The developers would give them an interface and say, look, I built you an application. It will take inputs from you in the form of a prompt and follow those instructions.
Correct.
Once that was given, it was the job of the domain expert then to pretty much build the bulk of the app,
Hmm.
which put a lot of power in their hands. In fact, I would go a step further and say that it made them more essential. The developer
Hmm.
just had to create the workflow, the structure, the scaffolding. And then these are the only people who can build the app because they have that expertise.
Correct.
Reading an article recently where usually the situation used to be go to, let's say, the Bay Area, and invariably there would be some domain expert trying to pitch an idea to a developer saying, look, I have this idea. Can you
Hmm.
build this for me?
Hmm.
And now we are in that stage where it's almost the reverse is happening. The developers saying, I have all of these capabilities, but I can't do anything unless somebody narrows it to a specific domain. Can you
Right.
help me build the evals for this or the
Hmm.
prompts for this? I could go on about the nature of change, but this empowering of domain experts to build applications is one of the biggest changes that I'm seeing with LLM coding.